So I'm just going to talk through this install of this Saberforge. There's some unique properties to it which exist only for the Saber, because I designed the chassis for it. Ordinarily, you just have one of these chassis and it will be floating around. This time I wanted to have a fitted chassis, so as you can see it's fitted to the Saber itself. It's one complete unit, and it houses the NeoPixel PCB at the top, and there's a metal bars to protect it. The wires are epoxied, so there's no shortage there. There's epoxy on the top, and what that does is that just prevents any chance of it getting caught when you put back the lower half on it. The SD card is accessed here, and you can just push the wire out of the way, and that gives you the angle to do the removal of the SD card and to pop it back in, and also if you want to put in the USB. So that's the chassis. What else it has is this here. So it's got the 3.5 millimeter port here, but it's not the typical Saberforge plastic one. It's actually got the Switchcraft recharge port, and that's something again I designed specifically for the Saber, just so that the plastic ones that come with it, they tend to break, so that's why it's got that. And then the actual PCB for it itself has the lit PCB from Stock Custom Works, and as I mentioned earlier, it's one complete unit. So if we turn this off, you'll see that's part of it. So the whole thing runs across, and it's nice, and you've got some really good blade depth on there for it. So there you go. So those are the functions unique to the install for the Saber. Okay, so we're just going to talk to you about the FET263 button config and the styles that are on here. As I mentioned earlier, it's got the lit PCB, so you just drop your blade in there and then you push it down a bit, so there's a little bit of pressure, and then you tighten this bolt. This Saber is unique because it also has these ones here that bite into the blade. Turn it on, press it, turn it off. You hold the button for the aux, and a click will go forward and a hold will bring it back one font. And again, it depends on what I've put on there. That just happens to be the fire blade. If you hold and let go, it starts the MP3s, and it is possible to have both. So you can have the Saber on, and you can have the MP3 playing in the back. To turn off the MP3 player, you need to turn it off, hold for 2 seconds, and it will turn off. Each font has its own MP3 on there, so I've just preloaded it with a few of the favorite ones that I've converted, and that's just got like the pulse in blue on it. Things to know which are quite useful is things like when it's on, if you press it, you get one blaster bolt. So you press the aux, you get one bolt. It's easier if I don't use something with a setting, so I'm just going to reset it. Because then if it's just one colour, you can see the flashes a little bit more. If you want to enter multi-blast mode, what you need to do is hold and release the aux while it's on, let go, and as you swing it, and press it, and it turns it off, and you're back to there. So that's like the multi-blast mode. Things like lock up and stab are good things. So if you hold the aux and you clash when it's on, it puts it into lockup mode. Another thing to do is stab. So you can just put it forward like that and you get the stab. And another one is the melt. So if you hold the power button and you thrust the Saberforge when it's on, it will go into melt mode, like you're burning a blaster door. The other thing that I would say is quite a useful thing to do is the color change. So to do the color change while the saber is on with the hilt facing downwards, if you hold Aux and you press it once, you hear that button, and what happens is as you rotate it, it will just go through the various different colors. So you can only do this on the plain colors. It won't work on any of the NeoPixel effects. And then you just press it once and it will lock the color. So that's how you get the color change motion. But that won't work on that one.
Smooth gray.
Effects like this. These effects are locked. So if you want to change these, you have to change the config. So those tend to be the most useful settings on there. So I just thought I'd walk you through that.